Creators like Iman or Hamza use the same tricks that make you scroll TikTok for hours. Starting with the first trick. Have you ever tried to do something and failed? What if I told you that your favorite creators are using this to make you addicted to their content? Most gurus say, if you haven't made much money yet, that means you're not working hard enough. But Iman says you haven't made money because nobody taught you the right way. The system sets you up for failure. It's been proven by psychology when someone says that something is not your fault, it releases dopamine. It makes you want to watch their videos because you feel understood, not shamed. This method is really powerful, but Iman takes it to the next level. And if you want to do this too, you must tie it up to an imaginary enemy. In every single war, people are encouraged to hate their enemy. It makes them loyal to their leaders. George Orwell wrote about this in 1984. Oceania fights an enemy, Eurasia and East Asia. But the war wasn't even real. It was made up to control people. For Iman, the enemy is the education system. But here's the dark part. Iman doesn't just say, school is bad. He makes you choose between two extremes. There's no middle ground, it's just us versus them. In his older videos, he would say things like, you're either building your own business or you're a slave working a 9 to 5 for someone else's dreams. When you divide the world into pure good and pure evil, they stop thinking critically and they just pick a side. So what side does Iman viewers pick? To stop being slaves to their 9 to 5s, build their own business, and then buy Iman's course. Most videos Iman made about the education system are now deleted, but I hope you can see the bigger picture here. But creating an enemy is only half the battle. The rest of the battle making you question everything you know. Have you ever tried advice that didn't work? You felt frustrated, like maybe nothing can help you. And that's when creators reverse advice that everyone is sick of. This tip is the exact reason why Hamza built his cold audience. Young men were fed up with the self-improvement advice, so Hamza reversed all of it. Instead of saying body shaming is bad, he said body shaming was actually the only thing that made me transform my body. Instead of saying balance is super important for growth, he said in order to grow in life, you must live like a monk for a couple of months. When people hear the same advice over and over again, like be kind to yourself, balance is key, their brain starts resisting it. And that's when the reverse advice starts feeling like a forbidden truth. But here's the psychology part that makes this tip actually stick. Viewers need to believe that you're not saying it just for views. Let's say you've been struggling with sticking to self-improvement habits. When you see a video about a creator who used to struggle with these same things, it makes you feel like their content is your safe place. And science proves this works. In 1966, a researcher called Elliot Aronson found something called the Pratfall effect. He had participants listen to recordings of people answering quiz questions. Some people were perfect and some people were perfect, but they spilled coffee on themselves at the end of the quiz. People who spilled the coffee on themselves was rated as more likable. And here, creators figured out something, that you can engineer your own pratfalls. Watch Hamza's old video. He would say things like, I used to play games for 12 hours straight and was fat. I was pathetic. But notice this, he only mentions mistakes that were made in past. That way, he keeps his authority, bot is more likable because of the pratfall effect. Your viewer has seen your past mistakes. They feel less alone, so they click on one video, then another, and somewhere between third video and 10th video, something shifts. They click on your videos and see you talking directly to them. Not hey guys, hey friends. You're no longer a creator to them. You're their best friend now. There has been a study done on parasocial relationships. When your brain watches YouTubers or streamers, it literally fires the same neurons as it does when talking to a friend. This means your brain can't literally tell the difference between a real person or a YouTuber. But how do you make your viewers feel like you are literally their best friend? Best creators create micro rituals only they use. Hamza starts all his videos with Jeffrey versus Adonis. Iman starts all his videos with a really specific tone. When you pair information with a unique cue, a phrase, a hand gesture, your brain literally stores them together. So when a viewer sees that Jeffrey versus Adonis, they don't just think of Hamza. They feel the same feeling they had while watching his videos. That feeling of, I'm finally figuring out my life. But friendship isn't the end goal. What comes next is something deeper, and when it locks in, the viewer will defend your content even when they disagree with it. Hamza's channel is built on some extreme values: discipline, hard work, and when a viewer goes against these values, Hamza brings them back by using their identity. You went back to playing video games and eating junk food, Hamza will call you out in his next Jeffrey versus Adonis comparison. And here's the dark part. He doesn't tell you to stop watching. He tells you that watching him is Adonis. Hamza figured out that his viewers don't need to succeed at self-improvement. They just need to feel like the guys that do self-improvement. And watching his videos gives you that feeling for free. You can see this back in Hamza's old comment sections. The key to this is teaching people things that break their worldview. But there's one final mechanism that turns casual viewers into mega fans who follow you everywhere. And it's the same mechanism that literally built religions and empires. Imagine you're an investor in 2007. The housing market is booming, everyone's getting rich, and your portfolio is up by 40%. Then you see an article called "The housing market will crash in 2008. Get out now." You ignore it. Everyone ignores it. Then 2008 hits, the market collapses, and you lose everything. But the guy who predicted it, he's a prophet now. You would follow him everywhere. You would go to all his conferences, read every article he writes. Because if he saw it coming once, maybe he can save you the second time. This is exactly what happened to investors that listened to Michael Burry and others who predicted the 2008 market crash. Every day, someone is predicting the next big market crash. The AI bubble will burst. Crypto winter is coming, or the market will collapse in 2026. And these types of videos work for two reasons. First, if you can predict the future, the viewer will feel like you can predict everything that's also coming. And second, prophecy builds urgency. When you see a video title like "The AI bubble crash is coming now," you will 100% click on that video. But there's one thing that separates the madmen who are just yapping on the internet and actual prophets, and it's knowledge. When your arguments are trash, no matter if you predict it or not, people won't believe you. But if you have actual data to support it, even if you're wrong, you are still seen as someone who can read behind the lines and actually has insider knowledge. So these are the 7 psychology mechanisms best creators use to keep their viewers addicted. But I left one creator out: Alex Hormozi. over 5 million subscribers, hundreds of millions of views. You see, I couldn't fit Alex into this video because just talking about him for one section would be useless. His content machine is so complex, I needed to make a separate video just about him. So if you want to know all the tricks Alex used to get from 0 to 5 million subscribers in just 3 years, watch this video right now.